Hello and welcome to Scientifically Speaking. Today we have another feminist tragedy on our hands today. We have the new Cinderella movie. The reason I bring this up is unfortunately women's nature has been revealed on the internet and on dating sites, that they believe that acting like a man means sleeping with everybody and multiple partners and running their own businesses, and wondering why men don't want anything to do with them when they're 30 with their own business and plenty of money. Men aren't interested in 30-year-old women with businesses with their own money, because that just makes them uppity, annoying women that are no good for marriage. Sounds pretty sad, but that's the man's point of view. What man wants a woman who's 30 and been sexually active for 15 years and has been bonking her way through all the good men and all the bad men till she hits 30 and then wonders where all the good men have gone, because the guys that she's used to want nothing to do with her anymore and are going for younger women? Now, the reason is feminism pretended that women were equal to men when you're not. You are less than us spiritually, physically, emotionally and mentally. Men built the world, and I'm not really sure how many women there are who have actually done something that wasn't built on something a man already did. Now, I love females. I love women. I think there's nothing wrong with women, unless of course they're bed hopping cheaters, which is what 98% of women are portrayed as in every single piece of media that you will watch today. So you can imagine my disgust when feminism is trying to destroy young ladies at an earlier and earlier age. Today we're talking about the new Cinderella movie, and I'm quite astounded that it's just a travesty to women. This is not feminism. Let's have a watch and see what happens, and see where the story suddenly takes a terrible, terrible turn for everybody. So this is what feminism is now doing, even to a simple fairy tale, to con women into thinking that degrading yourself until you literally have no self-esteem left by the time that you're like 25. They're making women debase themselves by chasing dreams that will not benefit them after 30. Now, I know plenty of women don't like to hear that, but I can show you 100,000 women at age 30 to 40 or 30 to 50 who could not find a good man after 30 because they've slept with so many people that they can't bond, and they have the opinion of, if you don't like me as I am, I'm not going to change. And I'm sure there are several women in the listening audience that could confirm this for me, that being told they didn't need a man was great until they needed a man, which was for company. Women seem to think these days they can have 10 men for company, but those 10 men will eventually disappear. You might get lucky and have one who wants to date you when you're 40. You might get lucky. These people are called simps, and they're desperate for a woman, and it's not the kind of man that a woman of this day and age wants. He is just a utility. So most men, when women hit 30, are now looked at as a utility to help them achieve their dreams and goals and give them kids after 30, which real men don't actually want. Real men want to get married round about 25 to 35, and they want to marry somebody between 20 and 25. Anybody older than that, well, most of your eggs are gone by 30. So what man wants to pick up an unhealthy woman who's getting old and it's obvious that her best years are behind her? Women have been told that this is okay and men will pick you up. See, that's another trick that you've been told. Men are okay and they'll come and pick you up. No, they won't. Nobody's coming for you. Nobody. So this movie is now trying to teach young girls that all the things women are starting to complain about now, about how feminism lied to them, this new Cinderella is now saying, no, you should do this, girls. Even though thousands and thousands of women are coming forward and saying we were lied to, and I really wish I'd picked up and kept those good men when I was between 20 and 25. Don't believe me? Go look online. In the meantime, let's check out the movie. So this is the new Cinderella.
This is it. Dresses by Ella.
So she's not a lowly stepsister who's sweeping the floors. She makes dresses, so she has some kind of money, which of course is a lie. And we're going to make it a big old dance musical so that we can all join in and have wonderful feelings. The logic of this movie is dumb as a bag of hammers and totally destroying women inside it. But as long as we make it a feel-good movie, because women deal in emotions and in the now of what the feeling of now is, so they're incorporating music and dance to destroy young ladies.
Here's a laugh. This girl fancies herself a businessman.
And let's show a man just mocking her, even though her dresses are obviously very nice. But let's show men to be misogynistic doofbags.
Cinderella, it's only my love for your father, rest his soul, that stands between you and a life on the street.
So they've kept that reasonable. We hate her.
I have to make a life for myself.
I have to make a life for myself. Again, I am strong and independent, even though I am called Cinders for a reason, because I'm a slave. But I need to get away, and I can, because I'm a woman.
Saw one of my signature dresses. Soon everyone.
She even has signature dresses and her own shop with no money. It's not very logical, but hey, the girls are feeling good at this point. She did it with no money and no help.
Loving it.
Throw in some talking mice.
To make sure your nuptials are done properly, we shall hold a ball. You shall find a bride.
Bit more dancing and stupid men.
Cinderella, you don't need to go to the ball.
Please, stepmother, I spent weeks making this dress. My future depends on it.
My future depends on it? This sounds like she's trying to marry the prince, maybe? Meet the prince? Because the original story is obviously about Cinders meeting and marrying the prince. But this sounds to her more like a business deal.
Yes! I am your fabulous godmother.
Yeah. This is the godmother. Let's degrade men even further and feminize men even further. You see, this feminism isn't for women. Feminism is being forced onto men to make them feminine. Women are being given masculine traits, not feminist traits, but exclusively masculine traits. A fairy godmother who's a man with a beard. Oh dear.
Godmother, do you want to go to that ball and meet a bunch of rich people who will change your life?
Yes, I was just crying and singing about it like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, she's funny too. So, you know, that makes up for the fact that she's deluded.
And go you shall!
And again, this is all magical because women love magical thinking and fairy tales and feelings in the moment.
Oh, look at that. This is different.
Okay, Dad, you said you wanted to be a businesswoman.
So business women have to dress like men and wear a suit, said the fairy fluff mother.
It's magic time.
Holy.
Where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail.
Gotta have that simp in it.
I go again. I'm imagining a world outside of
We got the clumsy girl syndrome.
Oh my God,
It didn't happen, and even if it did happen,
Hi. Would you like to dance?
right now.
And right now it looks wonderful. Oh, she met the prince. I wonder if they'll marry.
Where did you get that dress?
I designed it.
I pick you to be my princess.
What about my work? What about my work?
The prince just asked her to marry him, and she devalued him and discarded him in a second and made him feel worthless by talking about her work. Hi, I'm the rich prince and you care about your work. Why are you here? Why did you come to this ball where I'm looking for a princess, where I'm looking for a wife? Well, why are you here at this ball?
I don't want a life stuck waving from a royal box any more than a life confined to a basement.
Oh dear. Then what's the whole movie about? The movie is about Cinderella marrying the prince. Now it's about being an independent, strong woman in a suit.
If it's a million to wait, I'm gonna be that one. And if it's
I have dreams that I have to chase.
She has dreams that she has to chase. In the modern talk, that means I have to sleep around a lot. Men, drop your comments below.
gonna be the sun, and
I need time for me.
I just can't.
I just need a break. Now that I've got you, now that you've proposed to me, see, this is the bait and switch. She has drawn him forward until he proposed. And then she put her hand up and went, whoa, hold on there, big boy. I got my career. So I'm just going to keep you as an orbiter while I sort out my business. But if you want to help me out with the business and do all the duties of the boyfriend-husband thing, I'm all for it. But we are not together. Even though you've proposed, I'm just going to hold you there like a fish on a hook while I do my career.
Marry him and all of our problems will be solved. It's too late.
Another woman greedy and selfish.
Life outside this basement starts right now.
Don't forget the singing and dancing, ladies, because you know that makes you feel good. So it must be right, because we all feel good right now.
The world's half asleep. It's gonna wake up and sing.
They're glass. Any way you can make them more comfortable?
No.
But you just did a whole thing.
Complain. Women are never satisfied. They just go on and on and on. And why do they? Because it's on here on screen being told that this is how a princess acts. She is entitled, complaining. It's unbelievable. No, I'm surprised he even asked to marry her.
Even magic has its limits.
Whatever that meant. Basically, you can't change her personality, I think. So, there you go. There's the new Cinderella official trailer for Prime Video, where it just seems that the movie industry is indiscriminate in its buffoonery of men and the masculization of young women. So you've just basically been taught that you should lead a man on until he proposes to you, and then once he's emotionally hooked, that's when you hit him with, you have to help me through college and work and my career, and you should focus on me. Well, you're the one that wants to marry me, right? So how about giving me some of that? How about you help me just do this right now, and we'll talk about the marriage later. So there we go. That's my official review of the new Cinderella official trailer. And I have to say it's the most... See, I'd like to call it misogynistic because it looks like it's man-hating, but it's also woman-hating in that its design is aimed at young girls to say that you are a princess and princesses act like this and they don't need to marry the prince because you are a strong, independent woman. Really? That's pretty sad. Ladies, a few of the videos that I've watched, a lot of women will come with a brilliant comeback, the brilliant words of saying to a man, cooking and cleaning and all that. What? You just want a mother. You see, men don't want a mother. We need a female to be able to be a mother. Because if you have no idea how to cook, clean, change diapers, and build your man up, what good are you? Tell me. Men can cook, clean, wash, vacuum. We don't need you anymore because you don't bring anything, as this woman didn't in here. He wanted to marry her thinking she had nothing, and she's like, oh, well, actually, even though you have everything, I don't want that. I want my own career for some bizarre reason, which means she won't have kids either because they'll only get in the way of her career, when truly the female body is built for babies and then looking after babies. So, ladies, men are staying away because you're not feminine. You don't know how to cook and clean. Men do. But if you want to join our world, you need to be doing feminine things because we have friends. But you thinking showing up with a face and a booty, which is going to fade by the time you're 30, you are merely a side chick to many people. You are not a good business deal to bring to the table. You devalue every year. So for women, it is better for men to just lease those women rather than marry them. And you brought it on yourselves, ladies, by telling us what you brought to the table, which was nothing. Nothing but your face and body, which unfortunately has been had by 20 other people. And that's, that's the low estimate. So the problem is that feminism has taught women to be men. And men don't want to marry men. So, no man needs a mother because he has a mother. A man needs a woman who can be a mother to his children. And she better be able to cook and clean up for these children in the 9 months off that she's looking after them. You may not like it, ladies, but feminism has caught up and men are fully wise to the adulterations of women, to the nature, the true nature of women, which is being revealed because you have been made equal and you have proven yourselves to be the worst men on the planet. I've never been so ashamed of the human race. You might think it's a small thing, but it's not. It's a spiritual matter of hearts and emotions. And women don't have any anymore. There are no caring women. 98% are not caring women. There's 2% of caring women out there, but most of them are mothers and grandmothers now. The females of this day and age act like men whores. And then they lie about it, which is even worse. You see, women lie about their body count because they know it's based on their value. And their value decreases with that number. As that number goes up, their value goes down. With men, it's the other way around for women. Women are attracted to a man who has several options. Men aren't, which is why women lie about their orbiters and say, they're just friends, when really you're sleeping with 3 people. Which disgusts men. And men, you're all beta simps. Stop hanging around these women and understand women's true nature. You're a chump to them. You're a resource, a utility, a tool. Stop being beta male simps. Work out. Get your physical body in shape. Read the Bible. And get your spiritual self in shape. Find a job, work your way up. I'm 52, I've had some crud jobs, very bad ones. I think I worked in a garage once for £1 an hour, $1 an hour, when I was like 16. Wow, I might have been 17. 17. And it sounds like, oh, that was years ago. No. Everybody else was earning 5, 6. My first job was 1 per hour. So I know what it's like to have crap jobs with no money, but you have to start somewhere. And when you do, it gives you self-esteem. You see, women might turn around and say, but that's how we get our self-esteem. No, no, no. You get your self-esteem from men. Otherwise, you wouldn't be constantly asking for validation on every dating site and social media site. You get your validation from men. That's why dating sites and social sites are no good for men. Because women don't contact men. Men contact women and validate them. If you don't want to be married and have kids, you will live to regret it, ladies. Don't have to have kids. But to be bonded to somebody else is the most incredible depth of emotional feeling you will ever get. There isn't any compare. You're shortchanging yourself by sleeping with multiple men. And from what I hear from women, these encounters with these kind of chads and whatever else you want to have, they're not even great sexual encounters. They're crap sexual encounters in a really exciting situation. Over the bins outside the back of the nightclub, apparently. That's really exciting and they remember that. They'll sit there and say, no, the actual sexual interaction was rubbish. But wow, what a feeling. Do you not realise how stupid that is? And unfortunately, you've never been in a loving relationship where it's 100 times better than that. And a loving relationship with commitment and faith, morals, ethics, values and principles. When those are in a relationship, it's a gift from heaven, a blessing. But nobody wants to even read that far to get to the blessing. They just want to get banged from arsehole to breakfast time. The sexual end of every civilization. And as people say, it's written all over the walls on many things. I think I've spoken enough. Today's video was about the exploitation of women and the destruction of young women by this kind of horrible anti-feminist propaganda that is separating women from men so that women may be devoured. Thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ, and your spiritual and emotional welfare is part of my concern. Whether or not you like the way I put it, I'm sorry. I don't know how to put it any other way, but to be serious about it, because it's one of the most serious things we could ever talk about. Your spiritual and emotional self. Thanks a lot.